Good morning, everyone. I'm delighted to be here to introduce the church history and theology, which is my subject area. I like to imagine the study of theology as an ongoing conversation with diverse Christian thinkers across centuries, cultures, and geographical locations. In my own work in theology, my primary conversation partners come from the era of the Protestant Reformations. Their voices belong to early modern men and women who gave a lasting shape to then emerging teachings of Protestant Christianity. I focus these conversations primarily on the subjects of pain, physical suffering, healing, and medicine. At times, my historical conversation partners' perspectives on suffering and healing make me feel delighted. At times, they make me feel troubled, and at times, challenged. And sometimes, my conversation partners choose to remain silent, and their silence on particular issues might be just as telling as their words. Finally, I use what I hear from the historical voices to help the church develop deeper, more historically rooted, and more faithful responses to our current questions about pain and healing. In theology classes, my students and I carry similar conversations on a variety of topics by engaging diverse historical voices. We attend to cultural, social, and other contexts which affected what these historical voices had to say and how they said it. And we discern relevant applications of historic Christian teachings and practices for our own current settings and ministries. The notion of context, then, becomes crucial for carrying such theological conversations across times, cultures, and geographical locations, as we as the church seek to better understand and respond to contemporary challenges. For example, in my own work on suffering and healing, I encounter a host of early modern assumptions which are oftentimes troubling for contemporary ears. At times, I see female bodies depicted as inherently limiting and inferior to male ones. At times, I encounter grotesque representations of disabled bodies, portrayed with little sympathy and much fear. In short, Reformation theologies contain a number of ideas and beliefs which used to be assumed as normative or inherent to Christianity, and which we can no longer accept as either. But at the same time, our theological conversations across time, locations, and cultures will expose limitations and assumptions of our own theologies. As we are faced with sometimes strikingly different perspectives, we may begin to see that our own ideas and beliefs, which we assume to be normative or inherent to Christianity, may in fact also be neither. The ultimate goal of confronting assumptions of historical theologies is to eventually face our own assumptions. Theologies may inflict great pain, or they may help alleviate suffering of ourselves and of others. This is as true of our contemporary attempts of doing theology as it has been in every century. As a theologian, I am aware that my conversation partners from the era of the Protestant Reformations cannot simply provide us with ready-made answers to respond to contemporary challenges, but their voices may give us pearls of wisdom to equip our responses to today's problems. For example, in my own work on suffering and healing, these historical voices provide us with strategies of meaningful consolation when our best medicine fails. They speak with spiritual insight of healing as a process which includes both material and immaterial dimensions. And they urge us to faithfully use medicine, but place our hope for healing in God. Here at Portland Seminary, I invite you to join me in having such conversations with our forerunners in faith on topics which are of interest to your spiritual journeys. Welcome to Portland.